I will tell you, take a look around this room. Arizona voters are ready for the joy and progress that the Harris for President campaign is bringing in. In this election, we will vote for more rights for our neighbors, not less. We will vote for an economy where everyone from anywhere can work hard and get ahead. And we will work so our abuelitos can retire with dignity and so that our children can have a brighter future. We will vote and be known as the state that delivered the White House to the first female president of the United States of America. We will vote. Yes, and we will vote early. And please don't make our organizers go try to find you and chase you down. Fill out your ballot today from the top to the bottom. Return it today. And then when you're finished, sign up for a door-knocking shift. And when you're finished with that door-knocking shift, check on your friends and family to make sure that they voted. The stakes are simply too high, and winning this year will take all of us. But no one said this was going to be easy, but we can do hard things. And together, we will elect Kamala Harris as president and Tim Walz as vice president of the United States. Thank you, Somerton. Cuando luchamos, ganamos. When we fight, we win. Thank you.
Please welcome Somerton City Council Member and Somerton School District Board President, Juan Castillo.
Good morning. Buenos días. ¿Cómo están? Welcome to the best little city of Arizona. Bienvenidos. My name is Juan Castillo, and I am a Somerton City Council member and school board president. As an educator and a member of the education community, I am so proud to support Vice President Harris. Vice President Harris has a vision for the new way forward that will strengthen public education and training as a pathway to middle class. She'll fight to ensure parents can afford high-quality childcare, preschool for their children, and she'll continue working to end the unreasonable burden. Let me say that one more time. Unreasonable burden of student loan debt and fight to make higher education more affordable so that college can be a ticket to the middle class and everyone. Vice President's pick of Governor Walz exemplifies her commitment to working families and educators, because the coach is a former educator himself and has been fighting for us his entire career. Meanwhile, the alternative is too dangerous to truly consider. There is a real risk to working families and educators under Donald Trump and J.D. Vance's Project 2025 agenda. That will give Trump unprecedented, unchecked power to enact his extreme and dangerous plans. We know what's at risk in this election because we saw him in office the first time. As president, Donald Trump tried to cut funding that could pay the salaries of more than 50,000 teachers and wants to give billionaires another $3.5 million tax cut apiece per year by repealing the Affordable Care Act. He tried to slash the Department of Education's budget by billions, threatening after-school programs, teacher training, and more services for millions of students, and is now planning to cut even more in public school funding. He was a disaster in office for educators, students, and their families. It really only takes a reminder about his education secretary, Betsy DeVos, for every single educator in the state to remember what's at stake. As an educator, I am here to tell you, we saw Trump the first time, and we are not going back. Early voting has begun. Use your voice and your vote. Arizonans can vote early today. And with that, I would like to introduce my friend, Tony Reyes. Thank you.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for a ride. I had a premonition that we fell into a rhythm where the music don't stop for life. Glitter in the sky, glitter in my eyes, shining just the way you like. If you're feeling like you need a little bit of company, you met me at the perfect time. You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you. Moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. I believe it's just for me. I feel it in our energy. I see it's written in the stars. We can go wherever, so let's do it now or never, baby. Nothing's ever too far. Glitter in the sky, glitter in our eyes, shining just the way we are. I feel like we're forever every time we get together, but whatever, let's get lost on Mars. You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. My love is like a rocket, watch it blast off. And I'm feeling so electric, dance on awesome. And even if I wanted to, I can't stop. Yeah, 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 yeah. My love is like a rocket, watch it blast off. And I'm feeling so electric, dance my ass off. And even if I wanted to, I can't stop. Yeah, 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 yeah. You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. I got you, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take I'ma keep on running, cause the winner don't quit on themselves. Keep on running, cause the winner don't quit on themselves.
10 Hail Marys, I meditate for practice. Channel 9 News tell me I'm moving backwards. 8 blacks left, death is around the corner. 7 misleading statements by my persona. 6 headlights waving in my direction. 5-0 asking me what's in my possession. Yeah, I keep running, jumping the aqueducts, fire hydrants and hazardous smoke alarms on the back of us. But mama, don't cry for me, ride for me, try for me, live for me, breathe for me, sing for me. Honestly, guiding me, I can be more than I gotta be. Stole from me, lied to me, nation hypocrisy, gold on me, driving me wicked. My spirit inspired me like yeah. Open correctional gates in high desert. Yeah. Open our mind as we cast away oppression. Open the streets and watch our beliefs. And when they carve my name inside the concrete, I pray it forever.
Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Freedom, freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too. I break chains up on myself. Won't let my freedom rot in hell. Hey, I'ma keep on running, 'cause the winner don't quit on themselves.
Y'all know when the flow is loco. Young B and the ROC. Uh-oh, OG, big homie, the one and only. Stick bony, but the pockets is fat like Tony. Soprano, the rock handle like Ben X2. I shake bonies, man, you can't get next to. The genuine article, I do not sing though. I sling though, if anything, I bling yo. Star like Ringo, war like a Greensboro wreck. Crazy, bring your whole set. Jay-Z in the range, crazy in the range. They can't figure him out, they like, hey, is he insane? Yes, sir, I'm cut from a different cloth. My texture is the best firm chinchilla. I've been ill to the chain smokers. How you think I got the name over? I've been realer, the game's over. Fall back young, ever since I made the change over to platinum, the game's been a rap one.
Got me looking so crazy, my baby. I'm not myself lately. I'm foolish. I don't do this. I've been playing myself, baby. I don't care, 'cause your love's got the best of me, and baby you're making a fool of me. You got me strong, and I don't care who sees. 'Cause baby you got me, you got me so crazy, baby. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your love's got me looking so crazy right now. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your touch got me looking so crazy right now. Got me hoping you pays me right now. Your kiss got me hoping you save me right now. Looking so crazy, your love's got me looking so crazy, your love. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your love's got me looking so crazy right now. Got me looking so crazy right now. Your touch got me looking so crazy right now. Got me hoping you pays me right now. Your kiss got me hoping you save me right now. Looking so crazy, your love's got me looking so crazy, your love. Bring the beat in. Honey, honey, I can see the stars all the way from here. Can't you see the glow on the window pane? I can feel the sun whenever you're near. Every time you touch me, I just melt away. Now everybody asks me why I'm smiling up from ear to ear, but I know it's gonna take a little while. Nothing's perfect, but it's perfect after fighting through my tears. And finally you put me first. Baby, it's you. You're the one I love. You're the one I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that gives your all. You're the one I can always call when I need to make everything stop. Finally, you put my love on top. Oh, come on, baby. You put my love on top, 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 top. You put my love on top. Oh, come on, baby. You put my love on top, 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 top. My love on top, my love on top, baby. I can hear the wind whipping past my face as we dance the night away. And boy, your lips taste like the night of champagne as I kiss you again and again and again and again. Now everybody
Please welcome
asks me why I'm
Arizona Coordinated Campaign Organizer Anna Barrett.
Ya ni llegó, presente. Here we go. Let's get turn the music up, let's do it. Come on, people, let's get loud. Let's get loud. Turn the music up to hear that sound. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. Ain't nobody gotta tell you what you gotta do. If you wanna live your life.
I became an organizer because when I look at Vice President Kamala Harris, I see the embodiment of the American dream. I look at her and I feel as though I can do anything. Her candidacy shows that our nation is strong because of our humanity and compassion, not in spite of it. Over the last few months here in Yuma, I've heard your stories of resilience and love for this community. In the sunniest city on earth, an agricultural powerhouse, home to brave service members and veterans, I know that this community is strong enough to not let fear or division silence us. Yuma, you have shown me your heart, and you deserve a leader who will bring us all together, Republicans and Democrats alike. We must fight for someone that knows that the best days are ahead of us. And that person is Vice President Kamala Harris. Now, I'll be honest, this election is crucial. Donald Trump and J.D. Vance's Project 2025 agenda would impose a national abortion ban, raise taxes on working families, strip away our reproductive rights, and undermine our democracy. Vice President Harris and Governor Walz have a different vision, a new way forward that helps, lowers costs for families, protects our reproductive rights, and strengthens our democracy, and ensures that everybody has the opportunity to not just get by, but to get ahead. This election will be extremely close. And in Arizona, elections are won on the ground. So I need each and every one of you to knock on doors, to make phone calls, have those difficult conversations with our friends and family and neighbors. And most importantly, let's vote. And let's vote early. And after we do that, come meet me at the field office where we can go knock on doors and phone bank together. Together, we can make a brighter future for Yuma, for Arizona, and for this entire nation. Every single vote counts. So let's get out the vote for Vice President Kamala Harris and Governor Tim Walz. Thank you all so much. Now I'm going to pass it on to the Honorable Isabelle Guzman.
Hi, buenos dias, Somerton. This is amazing. So happy to be here. I am so proud to join and be on the ground in such a critical, consequential election. And so I wanted to thank the elected.
Can't you see the glow on the window pane? I can feel the sun never here. Every time you touch me, I just melt away. Everybody asks me why I'm sorry, not here to hear. But I know nothing's perfect, but it's perfect after fighting through my
And that's alongside the first gentleman, Doug Emhoff, in the White House as well. You know, I'm here because I know so much of what we value America presents. It is that American dream. You know, Harris-Walz is an agenda with a plan that ensures that we can build on what our economy has delivered for our nation under the Democratic Biden-Harris administration for the last 3.5 years. An economy that's created 16 million jobs, 800,000 manufacturing jobs, has reinvested in Made in America manufacturing, where we're building things, building a supply chain that we can rely on. 19.5 million small businesses that are creating jobs and building family wealth and family communities across the country. We are seeing investments, historic investments in this country to level the playing field and ensure that there is opportunity and hope into the future. All of this while fighting enormous pressures, economic challenges, beginning from COVID pandemic that was inherited when Vice President Harris and President Biden came into office, to today, an economy that is stabilizing with strong recovery from inflation and stability in our job creation. And most importantly, wages up and jobs that are good paying jobs for America. You know, this is in complete contrast, this building of a level playing field, of fighting for the middle class, of fighting for hope and opportunities and possibilities, is in complete contrast to what the Trump agenda, the MAGA agenda, presents to us. It is, you know, in this Trump vision, which is a little bit blurry these days, is not about the little guy. It's not about the little guy. It's not about the underdog. It's not about the everyday American that is just trying to fight to get ahead. It is an agenda that would take us backwards. You know, and I come from a family of hardworking Americans. Entrepreneurial spirit has really delivered the American dream. My grandmother, who had 3 young boys when she lost her husband in World War II, you know, fought to first start cleaning houses and fought to build her business up so that by the end of her hard fight building up her business, she was cleaning the bases locally. You know, my father, who fought to build a chain of veterinary hospitals, and that entrepreneurial dream delivered education to me and my siblings. You know, that is the American dream. And that is who Vice President Harris and Governor Walz have been fighting for their entire careers and will continue to fight for as they move forward. And so it's really a question of how much we're ready and willing to fight. You know, my grandmother was on her knees scrubbing floors to make and provide for her family. My dad was, starving through college to get himself his degree and fighting every day, working from 7 a.m. till late into the evening, building his businesses. You know, how hard are we willing to fight to make sure that every voice gets to count? Every Arizona voice is mobilized, has a pathway, has a plan to ensure that they can be a part of this most consequential election in history and really help define our future. So I am proud to be part of that fight, proud to help mobilize and make sure that everybody here in Arizona has a plan to ensure that we can bring Vice President Harris and Governor Walz into the White House and continue to build on this incredible economic progress and strengthen opportunity in this country for every single person. So I know that when we fight, we win, and you all are going to fight. Thank you.
Please welcome Carlos Eduardo Espina.
Buenas tardes, mi gente. My name is Carlos Eduardo Espina, and it's an honor to be here. For those of you who don't know me, I am the son of Uruguayan and Mexican immigrants who, like millions of others, came to the United States to fulfill the dreams and ambitions that in their home country were impossible. My parents came here with nothing, but through hard work and dedication, achieved their American dream of finding stability and prosperity. And I remember growing up, my parents always reminded me that the United States of America is the greatest nation on earth. A place where no dream is too big and no person too small. The land of opportunities where anything is possible. I took this to heart, and today, at just 25 years old, I am a law school graduate, a nonprofit director, and the most followed Latino activist in the country, with over 14 million followers on social media. And while I am proud of the life we have made here in the United States, I worry that this beautiful country of opportunities and hope that allowed my family to achieve all of our dreams is an election away from being lost. Because unfortunately, We have a candidate in this presidential race, Donald Trump, who does not believe in America and its defining values. He does not believe in democracy, individual freedoms, the working class, the American dream, and decency. Instead, he represents hate and wants to divide our nation and take us backwards. Just look at some of his proposals. He wants to use the military to round up immigrants and separate millions of families. He wants to take away our individual freedoms and liberties. He wants to radically change our democracy and decimate our institutions. Trump's rhetoric and actions are not only dangerous, they are outright anti-American. But thankfully, there is another candidate in this race, Kamala Harris. Someone who does believe in the values that make our country great. She embraces democracy, supports working class people, respects our military, values public education, understands that immigration makes us stronger, and is overall just a much better human being. And that's why this November my mind is made up. I'm voting for Kamala Harris. Not just for the sake of my future, but to ensure that our country remains the same beacon of freedom and opportunity that allowed my family and millions of others to achieve their dreams. And that said, now I have the great honor of introducing someone who can speak a little bit more about the values of Kamala Harris and the importance of getting her elected. The Honorable Second Gentleman and soon-to-be First Gentleman, Doug Emhoff.
For Carlos! What's happening, Arizona? All right, wow, we have 17 days left. That's it. So Carlos, thanks so much. This guy, millions of followers, and doing work. About this, right? Honorable Isabelle Guzman. Great to be here. You know, just like in 2020, the path to victory runs right through here in Arizona. So I am crisscrossing this country as is Kamala. So just in the last day or two, I was just in Georgia. We had record-breaking early voting there. North Carolina, record-breaking early voting there. I was just in Nevada yesterday. They're starting early voting there today, so I'm encouraging them to break records as well. Arizona, you going to beat that and match it? You're going to get out and vote and make my wife, Kamala Harris, the next president of the United States? As Kamala has been saying, and I know you know that because you are here, this is not only the most important election of your lifetimes and my lifetime, it's the most important election literally in the history of our country. This is the big one. This is it. In Arizona, if you come through, we're going to elect Kamala president. So we got to do the work here. 17 days left to finish the job and make Donald Trump a two-time loser, not only in Arizona, but overall. Now look, we know the polls are tight. It's crazy that they are, but the polls are tight. It shouldn't be this close, but it is.
So we have to do the work. And when we do the work, we know we are going to win this election. Because I know Kamala, there is nothing that's going to stand in her way. She is fearless, she's relentless, and she's putting the work in each and every day. So what do we have to do over these final 17 days for her? One, yeah, we got to vote. But how do we get people to vote? That's the question. How do we break through? So one, you all here in Arizona and what we're doing across the country is you got to share Kamala's vision for the future. We got to let people know that she's going to be a president for all Americans. There's a place for you and all Americans in a Kamala Harris presidency. We know that's not the case if Trump comes back. And the good news is, though, the more people get to know her and see her and hear her, the more they come over to her side. So that's what we got to do is just get that word out these last 17 days. But we also have to remind people how dangerous Donald Trump is. We gotta cut through this Trumpian fog that he's put out there. You know, it's like a fog of lies and distortions and gaslighting and misinformation. You know, pretending he was a good president the first time, and pretending he's going to be there, a protector for women. I mean, all this stuff that he's saying when he's actually on the campaign trail, because you barely see him right now because he's exhausted. But we got to get the people to understand and see what's literally right before them. Like, you can see it. If you push that fog away, you can see exactly who he is. And people, it's not good. It is not good. It would basically destroy this country for generations to come, and we cannot have that. So, like, his policies, what he's trying to talk about, they basically make no sense. It's hard to follow what he's saying with all the scapegoating of immigrants and threatening to use the U.S. military against fellow citizens for mass deportations, going after political enemies. This is dangerous. These are words that we've never heard spoken in this country by a leader, let alone a former president, and let alone someone who wants to be president. So people need to understand that this is the kind of language that he's using. And then things like on the border. You know, Kamala did the work on the border when she was Attorney General of California. She's the only one of the two of them who actually took on transnational gangs and won. And of the two of them, she's the one who has a comprehensive solution to deal with immigration and to secure the border. In fact, she gave a speech about that right here in Arizona a couple of weeks ago. And we all know that Trump likes to complain about everything, especially the border, but when we had a chance to do something about it in the Biden-Harris administration, he's the one who called his cronies on Capitol Hill, and they're the ones who killed it because of him. So let's not fall for, again, all this misinformation and disinformation. Let's talk about the economy. Trump, you know, you heard President Obama talking the other day about how Trump wrecked Obama's economy. And Biden and Harris have built it back up again, and Harris is going to continue that. So the only thing that he actually accomplished when he was president the first time was cutting taxes for people like Elon Musk and other billionaires and the biggest corporations, many of whom who did not need it or want it, which drove our deficit to $9 trillion almost. But his other main accomplishment was the first president since Herbert Hoover, now this is a school, so you know Hoover was from the Depression era, to leave office with fewer jobs than when he started. This was Donald Trump. He lost nearly 200,000 manufacturing jobs. Moody's is forecasting a recession as soon as next year if Trump comes back and continues those tax cuts for the people who don't need it, and these tariffs, this Trump sales tax, which is going to make everything more expensive to the tune of about $4,000 per family. So Moody's is saying we will go into almost an immediate recession if he comes back and implements those plans. Now, Mark Cuban, you know, they got Elon. We got Mark Cuban. So Mark Cuban, in his own great fashion, called Trump's economic plan gibberish. And he called Trump the Grinch who wants to steal your Christmas with higher prices. So we already know that Trump was bad at the job for so many other reasons. We lived through it. Remember what that was like? You remember it? Just you didn't even want to look at your phone. You had that feeling in the pit of your stomach all the time, that stress, that strain, that embarrassment on the world stage. That's what it's like. And his own cabinet from the first time, at least half the people who were in that cabinet who knew him best, such as Vice President Pence, General Kelly, who was the Chief of Staff, Secretary of Defense, Mark Esper, these are serious people. They are not endorsing him. They're not voting for him. They do not trust him. They know he can never be trusted again, especially after he's the one who caused the insurrection on January 6th. Did you happen to see him on Univision a couple of days ago when he said nobody died on January 6th and he called it a day of love? And he referred to the insurrectionists as we. This is what he's talking about. So it's no surprise that General Milley, the Honorable General Milley, who was the former head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, a distinguished four-star general, said that Donald Trump is the most dangerous person to this country and is a fascist to the core. This is what they're saying. So we have to face what's at stake here, folks. You know this. This is what we got to get out there. And he's kind of falling apart, right? When you see him, he's exhausted. He's not quite all there. So he's kind of degrading. And so he's a worse version of somebody who was pretty bad to start with, right? And there's none of these normies around him. So in the first time around, I mentioned some of them. Well, they're not going to be there this time. There won't be any guardrails. There won't be any Vice President Mike Pence who will do the right thing like he did last time around him this time. So this is a guy who is, again, talking about you, the American people, as the enemy within. This is what he's talking about. Like, people need to understand how just unhinged this is. This is not who we are. This is not democratic. This will destroy our country. So Kamala is out there making sure people can actually listen to what he's saying and see it and cut through that fog. Because you know he won't go back on the debate stage with her. Why? Because she kicked his ass the first time. So she's taking him on the national stage. So she's actually playing videos of him at her rallies so people can see exactly what he's saying and how unhinged it is. Again, she's showing him talking about turning our own U.S. military against United States citizens who oppose him. Again, with this enemy within stuff, where he's calling out, people like Congressman Adam Schiff and others, like to go against them. This is completely unacceptable. And just on Thursday night, Kamala played another clip of Trump, this time where he's talking about abortion and IVF. And again, I mentioned earlier, he's calling himself the protector of women and the father of IVF. These are lies. This is just gaslighting. This is just complete lies. You know the truth here in Arizona, because you know what almost happened here. And this truth is that Trump is proud that he appointed the 3 Supreme Court justices that overturned Roe v. Wade. He brags about it all the time. And this post-Dobbs hellscape that you're living in here in Arizona and that millions of people are living in all around the country is because of him. So when you're voting here, make sure you vote for Prop 139 as well, Arizona, to reverse the ban that's still in place here and protect women's reproductive freedom. But that vote is not enough, because we know from Project 2025 and we know from J.D. Vance, who's standing in the wings, so Trump's kind of falling apart, and J.D. Vance would be up next. And J.D. Vance, no matter how much he tries to hide from it, is literally one of the authors of Project 2025 and one of its chief advocates. And you heard him say, it's on video, he's against abortion under any circumstance, including health of the mother, rape, or incest, which is just immoral. And that's in Project 2025. And the goal of that, among so many other things, is to get a national abortion ban, whether they do it through Congress, the Comstock Act, or any other means necessary. That's why these elections are so important. That's why we cannot let them overdo what you're going to do here in the state with Prop 139. I've been on the road too much. All right, I'm trying. So we need to get Kamala in there. You got to vote for Prop 139. You got to elect Ruben Gallego. You know the drill. Make sure you get all this done. And I guess Trump didn't like when Kamala called him out because he went on Fox and Friends and he said, well, without abortion, women love me. Come on. Come on, Donald. What do you think? Does that sound right to you? No, it's gaslighting. It's lying. He is a threat to women. He is a threat to you women out there. And what he is saying is both crazy and dangerous. In that Fox appearance, he also talked about arming teachers, like right here in his school, and closing the Department of Education. Again, if that sounds familiar, it's right out of Project 2025. So Kamala's calling him out each and every day. She's exposing him as both mentally unfit and also physically unfit. There's real serious concerns about whether he's even up for it. Look at him. He's falling apart. Did you see him a couple of days ago? He just gave up on one of his rallies and he just kind of swayed to the music for 39 minutes. What is that? His own staff cited exhaustion as a reason for him continuing backing out of serious interviews, not just his buddies on Fox. So people need to understand this. There's something going on there with his health. You know, Kamala, of course, released all of her medical records, and she's super healthy for real. And like I said, look, J.D. Vance is waiting in the wings, and that guy is a serious extremist. And all these things, you've seen it. Like, we don't even have to, he's not even hiding it. He's not even hiding who he is. So what Trump's handlers and team know, because, you know, she's now gone on Fox and disproved all the lies they've told about her for 4 years. You know, all the caricatures of her, you know, if you put on Fox, I'm like, who are they talking about? This woman's incredible. So she went on Fox and went toe-to-toe with Bret Baier, who's a tough guy, and now the whole Fox world can see what she's all about. But the Trump campaign already knew. So right now, they are hiding. They are, in a sports analogy, you know, sports, they're trying to run out the clock. You know, fourth quarter, we got 2 weeks left. They're playing prevent defense, zone defense, run out, whatever you want to call it. That's what they're trying to do. That's why they're canceling stuff. He won't go on a debate stage. He won't do legitimate, you know, media, because they just want to hide and run and then leave this fog of lies and disinformation and misinformation. But she is going to keep getting out there. She's everywhere right now. You know, she's on offense. She's doing every bit of media. She's doing 4 or 5 events a day. I don't see her. I barely talk to her. So I have to write it down. So she was in Michigan, I think today. And I heard she just gave a great speech. And she's going to later be in Georgia tonight, I believe. And I'm headed to Michigan after this. And then I'm headed to Pennsylvania, where I hope she will be, so I can help celebrate her birthday together. That's the plan. And that's Sunday. So we got a lot to do between now and tomorrow night, when I hopefully get to see her for her birthday. But that's it. And even when we see each other right now, the only thing we're talking about is you and how we're going to win Arizona, how we're going to win Nevada and Michigan and Wisconsin and Pennsylvania and Georgia and North Carolina. That's all we talk about. And it's just, what more can we both do? Because we understand the mission. We understand how serious this is. And she jumped into this only 13 weeks ago. It's only been 13 weeks. This whole election's 15 weeks. And so, no one gave that to her. You know what? She just jumped in because she knew the country needed somebody to step up. And that was her. So, since she's been stepping up for us, we got to step up for her, right? And she's just so funny, too. Did you see her the other day? She's in this big rally, and, these Trump hecklers came in there, and then she said, "Oh, you must want the smaller rally down the street." It's my joyful warrior. She's still her, but, man, is she fierce. And, like I said, that Fox News interview was the highest rated, like almost 8 million watched it live. It was one of their highest rated events in a long time. Millions more watched it after the fact. So she's not going to back down to Brett Baer. She's not going to back down to Donald Trump. She's not going to back down to anyone because she's fighting for us. She's fighting for you. And whatever they throw at us, and they're trying, it's just a distraction, and we're not going to let it get to us, and we're just going to keep going out there. She's a fighter, and I love so many things about her. She really is. She's Wonder Woman and everything above that, because we needed her to be. She needed to step up, and she's like the best version of herself right now, which is so great. So she is ready to do this job. Let's see. She was a prosecutor for 20 years. She was an elected DA. She was an elected Attorney General in California, elected United States Senator from California, 4 years as Vice President. I think she's pretty qualified, right? And she's got an economic plan that you know about. It's going to work for all of us. Help you buy that first house. Lower taxes, not just for Elon Musk and his buddies, but for over 100 million Americans. Tax deduction to cover startup costs for small business. Expanding the child tax credit to make it easier to start your family. Lowering medical costs, including $35 insulin, not just for seniors, but let's increase that for everyone who needs it. Giving you all the opportunity to build generational wealth, not just getting by, but just how do you build sustainable wealth, investment in capital, access to capital, all those things that we all need. She's going to be doing that. And one that I love, this Medicare at Home proposal, for me and the sandwich generation, where I've got parents in their 80s and I've got kids, young adult kids. So this is great. This Medicare at Home proposal to cover in-home senior health care costs. This is going to be massive. And she's going to stand up for your rights. They're trying to take these rights away. That Dobbs decision is so bad, but within it, if you remember, in that decision, the court is asking, what else can we go after? What else can they go after? That these are individual freedom, loving who you want to love, right to contraception, marry who you want to marry, read what you want to read, the ability to vote, the ability just to be without interference. And this is what they're trying to do. So she and Tim Walz has been great on this. They're going to fight for you each and every day. And you see all the infrastructure bucks that have flown right into Arizona. Second gentleman, I've been here several times. That money is going to continue. Harris and Walz are going to expand on that, bringing back manufacturing, including chips manufacturing, this transition to a clean energy economy. All those things are going to continue. Reducing gun violence. Gun violence is the #1 cause of death for young people in this country. She is a proud gun owner, but she also knows that we need reasonable rules so we can prevent these murders of our children at school. She does not have to train to be a world leader. She already is a world leader. As Vice President, she has traveled all over the world on behalf of the United States, representing this great country. So she is ready on day one to be Commander-in-Chief of the most lethal fighting force in the world. That's why almost 800 national security officials, former, have endorsed her. She got the endorsement and vote of General Stanley McChrystal, who called her a leader, somebody who he could look up to on the world stage, somebody who represents our American values, not like the other guy. And we've got a lot of Republicans joining us. We've got a lot of them, former Senator Flake and others. They're coming in, Adam Kinzinger, and of course Liz Cheney, and many others. They're all coming into our big tent. There's a lot of, the mayor of Mesa in Arizona, Giles, and they are doing this because it's country over party. Country over party. We may not agree on every policy, although we agree on most of them. We agree on the big stuff, that this is a democracy, we have a constitution, we have rules, we have laws, and if you lose an election, you got to step aside and not lie about it. And this is the basic stuff. And this is why they're all coming behind her. So we have so much at stake in just 17 more days to get this thing done. So I'm losing my voice. I'm probably breaking down. It's okay, because I cannot think of anything more important to do than what I'm doing right now, which is to travel the country and help my wife, Kamala Harris, get elected as our next president of the United States. So you got vote early. I think you got till November 1st here to vote early. So make sure you get out there and vote as soon as you can. Get it done, get it in the bank, and then go out and caucus and canvass and text and knock on doors and go to those offices and just make sure every single vote in Arizona is going to count. Every single one. Veterans for Harris, we need them all. Everyone needs to come together and save our country. Get behind her and Tim Walz, and we are going to get this done. Thank you, Arizona. Let's do this. Thank you.